Welcome to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free, a podcast where we tackle the literal and figurative clutter standing between you and your healthiest and happiest life. I'm Melanie, your host, coach, and guide on this journey to help you design a life that you love. Whether it's clearing out your kitchen cabinets, untangling your digital files, or letting go of the mental blocks that hold you back, we're here to make space for what truly matters. Let's lighten up together, starting now.
Okay, everybody, it's not about the mess. Have you ever held something in your hand, like a scarf or a book, a set of dishes or a dish or a piece of jewelry, like anything, and thought to yourself, I should let this go? And your heart simply says, can't. Tears came, even though you're not sure why. Maybe they weren't tears, but it was like an awful feeling in the pit of your stomach. And here's the thing. This moment isn't exclusive to people drowning in clutter. You can live in a spotless, beautifully curated home and still feel a deep ache when you consider letting something go. This isn't about the size of your closet or how organized your pantry is. This is about the emotional ties we have to our things. And here's the reason why. Our things are more than just things. They're belongings that create identity markers. That perfectly folded sweater in your capsule wardrobe isn't just clothing. It's tied to a season of your life. A wedding gift tucked neatly away in a closet still carries the memory of that relationship, that moment, that hope. And even minimalists feel it. Minimalists curate carefully. So when they do consider letting go, it often means they're confronting an item with deep meaning. Fewer items can mean stronger emotional bonds to the ones you keep. There's psychology behind the attachment. For example, the endowment effect. We value what's ours more than what is not. There's also narrative identity. Objects are props in the stories we tell about ourselves, and then symbolic immortality. Sometimes a thing feels like the last tangible link to someone or something that we have lost. Okay, so let's talk about the emotional punch of letting go, because this isn't about whether you should keep it. It's about what it represents. Maybe loss of the past. Letting go of an object means acknowledging that time has passed and life has changed. It's almost as if those items are proof of life or proof of our life. Loss of the future you imagined can be at play. Even if your home is curated, there might be items tied to dreams that didn't happen. I'd love to use an example now because I had trophies and medals and ribbons and certificates from the years of competitive gymnastics I did. And it was hard to let things go. One, because there were so many great memories, some really negative ones too, which is one of the reasons why I quit before actualizing my ultimate goal. And so hanging on to those items helped me remember when I was at my best, not focusing on what never happened. But I knew I couldn't keep all of it. So what did I decide to keep? I kept the ribbons. They're pretty. There are some blues and some reds and some yellows and greens, whether it was a first, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth place in some competitions. And they don't take up as much room. And for a Dale Carnegie class that I was taking, we did an exercise about an object that has great meaning in our life. And I put them all on a rope. I wore them around my neck. And it reminded me of when I was a kid and I liked to wear them to school. But it allowed me to talk about it in such a meaningful way that was when I was able to let the other things go, when I gave the energy to the one thing that's in a little envelope in my drawer, okay, a big envelope in my drawer, but not have to hang on to the trophies. So connected to this is loss of proof. For organized people, mementos can serve as a beautifully preserved archive, and letting go can feel like erasing a chapter. See how that connects to what I went through? So here's an example for organized people. You might have a perfectly labeled memory bin. Every item has a story. Taking one out and choosing to let it go can feel like tampering with the integrity of that archive. Okay, so we need to recognize and honor the grief, acknowledge it without judgment. We need to recognize and honor the grief and acknowledge it without judgment. This reaction doesn't mean you're materialistic. It means you're human. Whether your home looks like a magazine spread or a lived-in space, the emotional bond is real. So name the feeling. I'm sad because this reminds me of the person I used to be. Or this object connects me to my grandmother. This is from when my husband and I got married. I wore this when I was at my thinnest. For those of you listening, I'm doing air quotes. So give them memory a new home. Maybe take a photo and write down its story in a journal. Share it with someone who will appreciate the history. Create a goodbye ritual. Organized or cluttered, a simple thank you before donating can help you move forward with it. Some of you may recognize this connected to some famous organizers. I'm not getting rid of my AirPods anytime soon. Those of you listening, I'm holding my AirPods. It's not like I give me joy or they don't give me joy. They allow me to listen to music and podcasts and books easily and without disturbing other people. And when they're done, I can actually say thank you. You provided me with so many hours of enjoyment, and then take it to electronics recycling event because we don't want to throw it away. We want to give it a second life somehow. Rest assured, I'm not getting rid of this unless I lose an earbud or it stops working. There's no need for me to buy the latest and the greatest. That's what's going to make me feel bad about the one that I'm still hanging on to. Okay, when you're already clutter free, minimalists feel this differently. They've already said no to thousands of other items. This is the time to remind you that the average American home has over 300,000 of items in it. So these minimalists, the few things that they own and keep are deeply significant. Letting go can feel like losing a part of the foundation that they've built. Perfectly organized people often keep emotional items hidden in plain sight. A vase that was always in the same place, or a book on the shelf that hasn't been opened in years but feels wrong to remove. The grief is about identity, not inventory. It's about the role the item plays in your life story, not how many other things that you have. Okay, I need to address mental health and letting go and why this can feel harder for some people. Conditions like depression, anxiety, OCD, ADHD, PTSD, and other mental health challenges can directly affect how you relate to possessions and how hard it feels to release them. For some, objects serve as anchors in a storm, symbols of safety or of control. It's an important note. If you suspect that your experience is more than normal decluttering grief, if you feel overwhelming anxiety, paralysis, or emotional distress when making decisions about your things, please consult a qualified mental health professional. Working alongside a therapist, counselor, or other licensed provider can make the process safer and more supportive. This isn't about doing it right or wrong. It's about protecting your overall well-being. So let's talk about why letting go is still worth it. It gives you space for growth. Even if you have the physical space, releasing something can create mental space. There's an energy shift. A kept item can quietly drain you if it's tied to unresolved feelings. The story lives on without the object. Memories are portable. You carry them with you, not on your shelves. Letting go doesn't erase the connection. It just frees you from the weight of the physical reminder. Decluttering isn't about the mess, it's about the meaning. Whether your home is meticulously organized or joyfully chaotic, the moment you feel that lump in your throat over an object, you're touching something deeper, your history, your identity, your heart. And if you're living with depression, anxiety, OCD, ADHD, PTSD, or any other condition that makes making these decisions feel impossible, please know that you don't have to do it alone. Support is out there, and your mental health matters more. This conversation made you think about the stories your own belongings carry, whether you have 10 things or 10,000 things. Reach out to me. I would love to support you. We'll work together on not just what to let go of, but how to honor what matters most. The link to my calendar is in the show notes. And for now, let's lighten up memory by memory, one at a time.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free. I hope you found a spark of inspiration to help declutter not just your space, but your mind and life as well. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little lightness in their life. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress. Small steps lead to big changes, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. For more tips, resources, and ways to connect, check out my website, follow me on social media, and don't forget to check out the Design Your Healthy Life Strategy program to take your transformation even further. Until next time, keep letting go of what no longer serves you and making room for what truly lights you up.